I'm Marin, and this is Post-its and Pens. Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin, and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. In today's video, I am going to take you through my project pan progress for the month of May. I will include pictures of where I was last month and let you know how many times I used each item. So let's go ahead and get into the video. I do track my progress daily on each of the items I use, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little picture here of what those tallies looked like for the month. I have one very exciting update because I finished a product that had actually been a carryover from the first quarter of the year. So we'll go ahead and start with that one. The first item that I'm going to talk about is my butter highlighter from Physicians Formula. Here is a photo of where it was last month at the end of April. And here is what it looks like now. So as you can see, I finished this completely up. I am very, very excited because this was the lone carryover from the first quarter of the year, and I am very, very happy to have used it up completely so that I can move on to something else. I will be replacing this highlighter with a lip gloss. I am actually going to replace it with this Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. This is in the flavor Pear, and it is basically brand new. So you can see I've hardly used it at all. This one's going to take quite a while for me to get through, but I am very excited to get it used up because I don't love it. It's kind of a sticky formula, so I'm just going to do my best to put it on as often as I can and hopefully get through it fairly quickly, but we shall see. So I finished one product and I'm replacing it with this product. Just to give you a count on the highlighter, I did use it 21 times in the month of May and finished it up completely. It took me about 115 uses from when I started using it in January until I finished it completely up to get all the way through the product. So it definitely lasts a long time, and I was making a point to use it every single day. It is not one that I loved. I will not be repurchasing it, and I'm very glad to have it out of my collection. The next item that I'm going to talk about is an eyeshadow. This is the shade Heaven. It is from the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. And here is where we were last month. And this is where I am this month. Now I did repress this, so it is quite thin, if you can see around. I just have some buildup on the edges, but I've already hit pan again. When I repressed it, it was all the way across again. So it is making some nice progress. I am really hoping that I can go ahead and finish this shade by the end of June because I would love to roll something new in its place for July. But I used this one a total of 26 times, and there is still quite a lot of product left in there, so we shall just see how it goes. I did use this eyeshadow every time I wore makeup, so I am getting some nice usage out of it, and I'm just hoping that that will be enough to finish it all the way up. The next item in my project pan is the shade Vermeer from the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I mentioned in my last month's project pan, which I will put up in the cards, that I am trying to finish up some shades in this palette that I love so that I can declutter the palette. It is not one of my favorites. I am not going to use the majority of the shades even, but I do have a few in there that I really do enjoy using. So those are the shades that I want to finish up this year, which is why I'm really hoping I can roll that Too Faced shadow out at the end of June. So the shade that I am currently working on is the shade Vermeer. Here is a picture of where it was last month. I did repress this shade, so here, this shade right here, is where I am now. As you can see, I do not have any pan on it right now because I did repress, but it is pretty thin. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can tell. It is pretty thin in there, so I'm hoping that I can go ahead and hit pan pretty quickly here and get it used up again by the end of June. I was using this mostly as an inner corner highlight, but I've decided that in order to get the most bang for my buck, if you will, that I'm going to go ahead and just use it as a lid shade. So I have been using it over top of some matte eyeshadows. That's not what I'm wearing today, but it is one that I can use as a nice daily look for work. So that is how I've been getting most of the use out of it since I repressed it, just so that I can hopefully see a little bit more progress. And it is a really pretty shade and I do enjoy using it. So I will be kind of sad when it is gone, but also really glad because I will be one step closer to getting rid of this palette. I did use the shade Vermeer 23 times in the month of May, so again, pretty decent progress, although not as much as Heaven. I didn't use it every single time I wore makeup, so that will be my goal for the month of June. And the last product that I am working on in my project pan is a body spray. This is the Paris in Bloom body spray from Bath & Body Works. Here is where it was last month. And here is where it is this month. So it is about right here. I don't mark it just because I find the marks kind of ugly and that's just a personal preference, but I used it pretty much every single day. Actually, every single day. I used it 29 times this month, and it's really not making as fast of progress as the previous body spray I had in my project pan did. So I am not sure if I will be able to get this finished by the end of the month of June or not. It is my goal, but I do still have quite a decent amount in here. Again, right here is where we're at. So I'm not sure if I will be able to finish this one or not, but I'm going to do my best to try. So those are the 4 products that I am currently working on in my project pan. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.